Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I hope you are having a good week so far. My name is Kat. I am the nurse flipper. If this is your first time watching, I am a full-time reseller out of North Florida, and I have been doing this full-time since 2022 and off and on since 1999, but I really started getting serious about it back in 2019, and it has been very successful for me. I was able to quit nursing in 2022 and pursue this full time. So today I'm going to show you bread and butter sales. These are going to be items that are selling right now that are easier to find. They are my items. They have sold within the last week or so. I will tell you where I bought them. I will tell you how much I paid, and I will tell you how long they took to sell. So what I'm going to be showing you today is only Poshmark and eBay because we had no Mercari sales. Mercari is hit or miss for me. I don't do a ton of really popular stuff or stuff that I think is trending or more appealing to the younger crowd. And I do feel like that's more of what Mercari users are. So only Poshmark and eBay today, but some really great sales, and I'm going to share them with you right now. First up, I am going to show you Poshmark. This is a Prada Saffiano leather zip around. You can see I put Reed because this had condition issues and it still sold for $42 in only a day on Poshmark. Payout was $31 on this, and I actually got it in an online auction lot for only $5, so it's over a $25 profit. And we will take a look here and I'll show you those condition issues. So don't think that condition issues will make things not sell. You can see some discoloring as well as wear there. This wallet was definitely well loved and well used. And there is the interior. The interior is pretty clean, but the outside definitely had some scuffs and some marks on it. And again, this one still sold for $42 in under a day. Next up is one that I absolutely love finding because you can find these in big lots for fairly low cost. I got these for under $1. I got a big lot of a bunch of different dog figurines on an online estate auction. These sold in about a month for $21. Payout was $15, so it's a $14 profit. And these were simply marked Japan. You'll see here the black and white. I did lot up the two because one alone just was not enough for me to list it. And you can see here they are only about 1.5 inches tall and 2 inches long. And I'm happy with that because these are really small and they're very easy to ship and they don't take up a lot of storage space. Up is something I've shown a lot over the years, and that is Chantilly Lane bears. These do very well. You can find them at thrift stores for $1 or $2, which is what I paid for this one. Sold for $25, so it's a $24 profit. It did take about 8 months though, so it took a little bit longer. You can see this one was Chantilly Lane, 1985, Pearl's Wisdom. The most valuable antiques are old friends is what her shirt reads. So these I pick up. They will sell whether they work or not. This one did work. And we do put in new batteries. We test them. We check to make sure there's no corrosion on them as well. And this one took a little bit longer, but still a really great profit on a plush. Next up is a set of 4 Mana silicone stemless wine glasses. They were also marked as measuring cups. So I put 14-ounce measuring cup drinkware and cups. These sold for $25. Payout was $20. I got these at the thrift store for $4, so a $16 profit on these. And these kind of fall under my tumbler problem, but here you can see the measuring. So these would be great for mixing drinks as well, or using as just regular measuring cups in the kitchen. And these took about 3 months to sell. Next up is a set of 12 mini Nike sneaker charms. These sold for $21. The payout was $16. I actually got these for under $1, so $15 profit on these. They did take about 8 months to sell, so a little bit longer. I got these in a big buyout, so I really honestly don't even have $1 into them. So we just set them up really cute there. They would make perfect little party favors, and they finally sold, and that is still a good profit because these are very, very small. Next up is some Nike Air Max black and gold kid sneakers. These were size 9. I did put read. There was some condition issues. They sold for 35. The payout was 28. Got these at the thrift store for 3. So I've been trying to pay more attention to kids' Nikes lately because they don't tend to mark them up like they do adults. And these are a $25 profit, and they're little. They're tiny little toddler ones. There you can see the size, and there you can see it did have some of the foam missing off of the back. So you do want to make sure you point that out if there are condition issues with shoes, because people tend to be pretty picky, but I find they're a little more lenient with the kids' shoes because kids grow out of them fast and people know that they wear them out. And this one only took about a month to sell. Next up is eBay sales, and I wanted to show you the back door of my eBay. Here you can see our sales chart. Today we're really slow. Today we only did 178 so far, and it's almost 7 at night when I'm recording this. But yesterday we did almost 800. So we had a great day yesterday. And you can see that's kind of a trend. We're doing the high-low thing. We did have 3 low earlier in the week, but we are still at 27.28 for the week. We're only down 10% over the last 30 days, which is not too bad. I, of course, want to see that in the positive. We're at 12.3 for the month, and our 90-day is at 40,000. So that is good. We are trying to push that and hopefully get it up to 50 soon. And what I'm going to do right now is show you, these are all going to be $50 and under sales, because on Friday, I'm going to show you over 20 $50 plus sales that happened just this past week. All right, first up on eBay is an IKEA Barnslig Rand Cotton Kids Twin Duvet Cover. And I actually found 2 of these, and that happens a lot, I think, because people have like bunk beds or 2 twins in a room. So I find doubles of twin size quite frequently. So I sold one of the 2 for $29.99. I picked it up for $5 at the thrift store, and this one sold in only 2 months. So relatively fast, and it's going to be about an $18 profit. So I noticed the print on this one right away. There is that IKEA tag, and you can see it does say Barnslig Rand, so the print is on it. Very, very easy to look these up and see if they're worth picking up, because you've got the name of that print as well as IKEA and the size, and you're able to see what they sell for and determine whether or not they are worth picking up. Next up was a relatively fast sale as well. This is a Coach Poppy Madras plaid small wallet or ID holder. This one sold for full price of $34.99 in 3 months. The Poppy plaid sells very well. Now, this one was not in the best of condition. I got it in an online auction lot. I only paid about $3 for it, so it really wasn't bad. You can see there was a little bit of wear. So this one's about a $25 profit in 3 months. Next up is one that might catch some of you off guard. I feel like if you've been watching me for any length of time, it will not. This is a vintage 1970 linen calendar tea towel. Give us this day our daily bread. I did put cottage, sold for full price of $19.99. Took about 8 months, but I paid less than $1. So this one is going to be about a $14 profit. It was in excellent condition. You can see the colors here. It did have a little bit of discoloration from age, but not much overall. It was in really, really good condition. And I did get it in a big linen lot on an estate sale. This is another one that might catch some of you off guard. And the funny thing is that this came with a lot of scarves I bought, and I wasn't even thinking about the hangers. And it wasn't only this one, there were several others as well. But I noticed that they were definitely mid-century modern. They were actually marked B&G NYC. and the hanger by itself sold for $24.99. I figure no cost in because I was really only purchasing it for the scarves. So this one's about an $18 to $19 profit. It did take about 8 months to sell, so a little bit longer. You can see here it's just shy of a foot, but really, really cute scarf hanger. If it didn't have value, I would have kept it to hang my scarves up in storage, but with that $25 value, I decided to list it for sale. You are going to see a few of these in this video because I have just started listing them. This is a vintage Adet exclusives, floral green lace and velvet. I did put pillbox hat, church, and fancy. They're also known as fascinator hats. I accepted a best offer of $22, and this one went to China, and the next one I'm going to show you did as well to different buyers, and they sold in one day. These came from a house clean out. So I have zero cost into these except for labor and gas. So very, very minimal because I got everything in the house. There you can see that Adet exclusives, New York and Paris. And excellent sale, fast in a day, and about an $18 profit. Here is another one, same thing, one day to sell. I did accept 22 because sales were low that day and it was free to me. So $18 profit, very, very fast. I put vintage 1950s, pink floral veil, fascinator hat, church, fancy flowers, cap, and grandma. It's all about the keywords, guys. That's what sells these things. You can see here, beautiful, beautiful hat. We do show the interior diameter of the hats. And these were thrown in the closet that we did the house clean out. So absolutely zero cost in and a very fast sale. This next one is the opposite of what you've been seeing on everything else. This one took 3 years to sell. This is a plush, soft, Asiatic lily floral print fleece throw. Really, really pretty throw. It just didn't sell. It took 3 years. I got it at an estate sale, actually put on by George, the antique nomad. I think I paid $3 for it. So it's, again, right at that $18, $19 profit. And we just showed it along with the 2 measurements. We now use the Smart Sizer app, but this one was listed so long ago. And I know that a lot of you ask me, like, when do we get rid of stuff? The answer for us is we really don't, because we do have quite a bit of space. So I figure I have the work and the time into listing it. I'm not going to delist it and donate it back as long as I still have room. Next up, I've been telling you guys the past probably month or so, garnet has been really hot for us on eBay. This one is a vintage sterling silver garnet cross pendant. I did put wrapped crucifix and gemstone. Accepted best offer of $45 on this one. Got it in an online estate auction. Paid about $5. So this one is about a $30 profit after fees. Here you can see the back, and this one was just stamped with 925. It was not a signed piece. It's tiny. This is only a 1-inch cross, less than 2 grams, and a $45 sale. Up next are some jean shorts. These are new. These are celebrity pink, mid-rise distressed. The sugar frayed, I did put button up. I got these at the thrift store for only $2 or $3. They sold for $20. So they're only about a $13 profit, but they sold in 2 months pretty fast. And these honestly don't take up a bunch of space. They're very little short shorts. So I am very happy with the sale. Next up are some Born Karen ankle Western boots. These are size 6.5, and these sold for a best offer of, I gotta find them. Not prepared. A best offer of $26. So they did take half off. They took a little over a year to sell. So this is something I would not pick up again. Here you can see these are leather. They did have wear, and they are a smaller size, being the 6.5. These I would have kept for myself if they were my size, but they were not. I do like to show you guys both the positives and the negatives. Not everything is going to sell fast. And as you do this longer, you learn what to pick up, what not to pick up, and you're going to still make mistakes. That's just part of the business. So these took 50% off, sold for $26. I still made about a $13 profit from them, but I would not pick them up again. Is another very long tail. This is another 3 years to sell, but I honestly think I would probably pick it up again because I grew up on the Mickey Mouse Club. This one's vintage 1980s. It did sell for full price though. This one did not take a discounted offer to get it gone. Sold for $35. And the cool thing is it was personalized. It said Rhonda, still sold for $35. I paid less than $1. So this one is about a $23 profit, but it took 3 years. So if you don't have space, it's not something I would pick up. But for me, I would still pick this up again. Next up was a very, very fast sale. This one actually sold in 2 days. I accepted a best offer of $20, bought it in an online auction lot for just a couple of dollars. So this one is about a $15 profit, pretty fast. It is handcrafted by Grace. It is tiger's eye. These are carved tiger's eye. It was a really, really cool piece. And here you can see that tiger's eye better. I might have been better off to crop that and use that one. There is the back of that tag, and there you can see it on the scale. Again, you can see that tiger's eye really good there. There is the by Grace on the tag. That is how we knew who it was. And just a really, really beautiful carved tiger's eye necklace and a really fast sale. Next up, this one is fun. I love doing these. I haven't bought a ton of them lately, and that's the vintage 10 type photos. This one, I put 3 men, dad, son, brother. I don't know what they are. I accepted a best offer of $30 on it. This one was listed 7 months ago. I only paid $5. So this one is going to be about a $20 profit, and it's not even in one of the nice cases. So definitely keep an eye out. If you can find the 10 type photos cheap, I would definitely pick them up. This is a really cute little incense smoker. It's a Duftel Mansion Bavarian Man. And this one sold for a best offer of $30. It did take a little over a year. I only paid $1 for it. And this one is going to be about a $22, $23 profit. There's the Duftel, so very easily marked and identified. It did still have the tag. There are quite a few of these that are actually a little more valuable than this one, and it's only 3 inches tall. So very, very small and a great $30 sale. Next up is some Prada dust bags, a set of 2. These I got super cheap in an online auction lot. They did sell for full price of $29.99 in 6 months. So these are going to be about a $23 profit. Watch for dust bags. I actually have started finding them in some thrift stores. So they are out there. And typically these are for shoes. So you do want to find them in pairs of 2. Next up, this is really cool. This is a wire wrapped napkin holder. I saw this at the thrift store and I had to get it. It does say Reed, and I'm going to show you why. Some of the wrapping had come unraveled. This one sold for $17.49. I got it for only $1. So it's about a $13 profit, but it's just so neat. Really cute napkin holder. And here you can see where the unraveling happened. So on the bottom there, not overly noticeable. And this one took about 5 months to sell, but was a decent profit. Next up, this is the last of the hats that sold over last week, but I sold 3 of them the first week they were listed, actually all the first day. This is a vintage floral pink and green hat. Again, I put Flowers Church Fancy, has a hairnet, 1960s. This is another $22 offer. This one did not go international though. And here you can see we just show it on our hat stand. I will link that for you guys in the product, that styrofoam head. If you're doing any type of hats, it's definitely nice to have to be able to display them. Very fast sale, 0 cost in, and a $15 profit. Next up is a vintage handcrafted wooden spear with a stone arrow. Got this in an online estate lot with a bunch of Native American items. And this one took 8 months to sell, so it did take a little longer. It sold for a best offer of $27.99. I paid $5, so about a $16 profit. Really, really neat piece. And I did zoom in on that arrow for the first picture because when it's zoomed out, you really can't see details. So I do recommend doing that if you have items that are similar to this. It took over a year to sell. This is a Royal Dalton Lady Janine bone china figurine. It took a half off offer of $24, but the rest of these ladies sold and sold fast. So watch for Royal Dalton because some of these can be very valuable. I got it in an online estate lot. It was a bunch of Royal Dalton ladies. So I paid about $5. So it's only about a $12 profit, but a lot of the other ones sold for over $50. Last up for the video today is this gorgeous D. Lucas Chrysocolla green pendant. This is a small pendant. It sold for full price in under a month, very fast. Definitely remember the name D. Lucas. You can see here stamped on the back. Very, very easy to read this one. This pendant is only 3/4 of an inch and it sold for $40 very, very fast. All right, that was everything for today. I really hope that you enjoyed. Let me know what caught you off guard, whether it was it selling fast, selling slow. There were only a few in here today that were really, really long tail items. So I hope you learned some good information from this video. I really do appreciate you watching. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. I hope the rest of your week is absolutely wonderful. I will see you on Friday with a high dollar what sold video.